over here. Hi, YouTube. Welcome to the live. I'm just trying to get logged in on TikTok, and apparently you need like an arm and a leg and some extra things for it. So hang on. What is this? Okay, TikTok, look. Yo, this is lame. Ugh, not doing it. You know, TikTok's making me mad. I don't know what's up with it. I'm about to just not worry about it. I've never gone live on TikTok before. It's the first for me. It said something about verifying your age and like taking a selfie of yourself. And I'm like, I already gave you my date of birth. How about we just stick with that? You know? Hi, welcome to the live. Today we are talking about, oh, hi. Hi. Could you not figure out how to get in on the group? I'm sorry. It is live. I see it going. This is my first time live in the group as well. So I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Who knows? I'm going to give people a little bit to get logged in. I'm going to say just never mind to going live on TikTok because it's too complicated for me. And honestly, I would like something to play some music on, you know, maybe like a non-copywritten, like a lo-fi vibe. I feel like that's appropriate for today. So we're going to do that. Let's see. Are we excited to talk about stuff for 2025 today? I'm excited. I'm here for it. Non-copy. Can't believe it's already almost 2025. Basically is lo-fi vibes. Let's just see what comes up. That'll work. Sure. Ready, set, go. I'm sure it's actually me. It's probably me. There's no one logged on the group, so it's probably me. Hola. Hi. Welcome to the live. I'm going to give like 2 minutes and then we're going to talk about setting goals for I don't like using the term goals, but setting goals for 2025. I did a little bit of journaling yesterday with one of my best friends, and we came up with a lot of good stuff. So we did like a whole like journaling vision board sort of situation, envisioning 2025. I loved it so much, and I want to think in relevance to like who is the person you want to be a year from now. So hi. Am I a teacher? No, I am not. I mean, yeah, kind of. I teach Pilates, but I'm not like a school teacher type. Hello, hi everyone. Hi. Yeah, so I'm super excited. So today we're talking about setting goals that align with personal growth and vision. So if you have a notebook, a journal, or something, grab it, grab a pen, even if it is your phone, go to your notes app. And we're going to talk a little bit about setting goals for 2025 and envisioning yourself in the future or in a year from now, or however you want to go about doing that. Hi, where are you from? I live in Minnesota. Oh yeah, bud, Minnesota. Oh, guy, I always get nervous when I go live, and I never know why. But like heart rate jumps up a little bit. What do you think? We should go ahead and get started, yeah? I think so. Okay, so just for reference, number one, I have 2 different lives going on. So if you see me looking up here, I'm talking to both. So ignore that if that's what you're seeing. Let's just go ahead and get started. First of all, hi, how are you? My name is Erin. I am the founder, creator, CEO, COO, whatever you want to call it, the Pilates Mom Studio. That is my brand. I wanted to come on and do a live today because we are ending 2024 and going into 2025. And I wanted to come on, set goals that align with personal growth and vision. So today we are talking about goals for 2025. I want to acknowledge the pressure of I hate this shit, new year, new me culture, and how it often sets people up for failure. I don't like the new year, new me type of vibe. I don't like setting really big goals on Jan 1. It's not my favorite, and here's why. I know, and I feel like most fitness people are into doing that, and I am not into it. And the reason for it is I don't know. It's dead ass winter, y'all. Well, I guess it's not dead ass. We just started winter and it is cold and everyone just wants to snuggle up, right? Everyone wants to snuggle up by the fire. Everyone wants to just snuggle and watch movies together and enjoy time with their loved ones. And that's the vibe, or at least that's my vibe that I love during the winter time when it's like when there's snow outside or whatever. That's what I like to do when it is cold and wintry. What I want you to do, instead of new year, new me, I want to focus on what seeds can we plant now so that we are preparing for the new year, new me. Maybe in springtime, right? Is when we can actually start that, because spring is more so for new blossoming things. You think like flowers, trees, the whole earth is blossoming and like coming back to life after winter. That's what I like. Yes, realistic goals. We like to set realistic goals. I'm like reading comments here and there, you guys, but I'm not going to see all of them. I see, are you a mom? Yes, I am. That is hence the name, the Pilates mom. Let's go ahead and dive into this. I don't make New Year's resolutions. Girl, me neither. I don't. My New Year's resolutions are starting to plant seeds for who I want to be in 1 year. That's what I want us to think about today. So I'm going to give you a few prompts during this. You can feel free to write the prompts down. You can feel free to journal. You can feel free to just sit and meditate and let it resonate with you. I do recommend writing it down in a journal just so you can look back at this and see if maybe you did check off your goals, or I don't know. Writing things down is just easier for my brain to comprehend. So let's go ahead and start. Oh, and the last point that I wanted to hit on today is explain the focus on gradual, sustainable change and envisioning long-term success. So let's start with that. 3 points. Ready? Number 1, welcoming you guys. Hi. Today we're talking about setting goals that align with personal growth and vision. Number 2 is talking about acknowledging the pressure of new year, new me culture and how it often sets people up for failure. Number 3 is explain the goals on gradual, sustainable change and envisioning long-term success. And with all of that, again, I have 2 different lives, one up here, one over here. So ignore me if I keep looking back and forth. Anyway, all right. Why is goal setting is required? It's not required. Honestly, you don't have to set goals. I like to it helps me create a picture of what the next year looks like. Things happen, shit happens. I shouldn't be saying that on YouTube. Things happen that you can't control, and that's okay if that happens, but I want us to I love manifestation. So I want us to manifest what exactly is going to be happening within the next year. What do we think we can accomplish? What are some realistic goals that we can set to accomplish in 2025? So let's start with the first prompt, shall we? Grab your pen. Here we go. Okay. So number 1, I want us to envision our future selves. So I want you to ask yourself, where do I want to be in a year? Who does that person look like? Okay, so I'm talking physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally, socially, anything like that. Okay, so go ahead and write down anything from how you want to feel physically, look physically, feel mentally and emotionally, where you want to be at in a professional setting, where you want to be at socially with like relationships, whether that is spousal relationship, friendships, anything like that. So let's write down, number 1, let's write down all of those. So physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally, Fesh. I'm going to abbreviate that one. Socially. Okay, now, these are all journal prompts. Why do you write it down? I'm such a pen and paper girl. I love to just take my pen out and write things down. Number one, I remember them better. But number two, it brings me so much joy to write on a physical piece of paper and not type it out digitally. I don't know why. It's just my thing. And also, we can look back at this a year from now and see, did we achieve our goals? Did we set ourselves up for success? Those types of things. So I'm going to give you, I don't know, a couple minutes. I'm going to crank the music back up, and I want you to just brainstorm on what physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally, socially looks like for you. Ready, set, go. Hi, new subscriber. So sweet of you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, hi everyone. Wanting to become better, that's wonderful. Yes, don't think too much. Write down some basics. We're just scratching the surface right now. If you're still writing, please continue. If you're watching this on a playback, then you can pause and continue. If you have something flowing, just keep it going. You can also leave a little bit of space if you want to come back later and dive a little bit deeper. But for now, I completed my 5 little topics. I'm not going to share everything that I'm writing today. I feel like that'll take too long and you might not want to know. But I can share a couple. So let's see. For emotionally, I wrote down less anger, more patience, and understanding. So I am a mom to a toddler. He's 2 years old. I am going to, not would like to, am going to work on not jumping to anger if he does something wrong. What I want to instead is to see that he's doing something wrong and redirect him and just come at it with a lot of understanding and more patience, because toddlers require a lot of understanding and a lot of patience. I would love to venture down that road over this next year. Even like that's actionable. I'm already working on something like that. I have just started kind of working on and honing in on that, I would say, over the last like month. So I would like to, when I do jump to that anger, I would like to correct in my brain to go the other way and say, okay, step back, take a deep breath, step away for a second if you need to, come back to the subject. If you need to redirect him, redirect him. If he's being naughty and not listening, what can we do? Can we take away fun? Can we take him out of the fun? Things like that. And then socially, I'll touch on that one as well. I want to nurture more of my friendships. I've already been nurturing them a little bit more and more over the last 2 or 3 months. I would like to continue nurturing those friendships into the new year. And then I want to, as always, I feel like I write this one down every single year, but it can always do more. Deepen relationship with my husband, Tyler. I feel like that is a goal every single year to just get, and I feel like every single year you experience together, you experience more and more. So it deepens that relationship more and more every single year. Okay, let's also, going off of that, prompt lots of patience for sure. I know, always. If this is boring to you, turn it off. That's okay. Maybe you'll come back to it one day, but that's okay if it's boring. Maybe just watch back, because this will be up for people to watch later. Maybe just fast forward through the boring parts if you want to. So next, I want you to picture your ideal day in 2025. What are you doing? How do you feel? And we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat it one more time and then I'll crank the music. So picture your ideal day in 2025. What are you doing and how do you feel? Okay, ready, set, go. Guys, let me know if the music is too low or too high. Sorry. Also, real quick, if you are commenting something that is negative, I will not be responding to it. Okay? All right, let's continue. Nothing but positivity here. If you don't like it, click off. Yes, I love the focus on good energy as well. Okay, let's talk about it. I wrote down a little bit. This is an interesting subject for me because when you're a mom, when you're a stay-at-home mom, you can never depend on your day being perfect. So envisioning your perfect day to me is setting an unrealistic expectation. And the reason for that is for the longest time, was so set on, here's my morning routine. I know that he's gonna go down for his nap at this time, and then I can work, and then he'll wake up, and then we'll do this stuff, and then I'll have a perfect evening routine, and blah 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 blah. It doesn't really work like that. A lot of days, I have to be so. I've had to learn to be so open to changing things up. I used to be the type of person, like before I was a mom, that I was like, okay, this is what my day looks like. Routine, routine, routine. Morning routine, afternoon routine, evening routine, boom, 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 boom. That's not how it works. As a stay-at-home mom, you can do things that, how do I put this? You can do things that resemble a routine. You can make sure that certain things get done, but expecting them to be done in a certain time is setting an unrealistic expectation for me as a stay-at-home mom. So what my routine looks like, or my ideal day looks like, is a morning routine, whatever that looks like. As long as I have all of my checks off of my morning routine list, it doesn't matter to me when it gets done. So it's a quote morning routine. Nurture, when I say nurture, I mean my son, playing with him, teaching him things, going outside, feeding him. Nurture is in all of those categories. Work. I only work when he's sleeping. So whether that is getting up early, I will wake up sometimes at 4 a.m. just so I can get some work done before he wakes up, because he wakes up at 8. But he sleeps for 2 hours during the day. So I work during that time. Nurture again. So like that work while he sleeps is right in the middle of the day. So more nurturing afterwards, going outside, feeding him, whatever he needs, teaching him things, and then evening routine. My evening routine is pretty solid. It's just as soon as he goes down to sleep, it's, wash the face, get ready for bed, read, those types of things. Evening routine, I can lean on a little bit more to be good and to be tightened up. It's the morning routine that kind of goes back and forth a little bit. So that's my ideal day. It's not scheduled. It's not perfect. It is kind of all over the place, but also kind of structured at the same time. So again, if you want to come back to this, leave a little bit of space and we will come back to it. Let me see. I'm just reading comments for a second. Routines make me feel accomplished when I get all of them completed. Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying such nice things. Yes, I did remove that person that was being toxic from our chat. I did remove them, so we won't have to worry about that person anymore, because they were saying they were being spammy and saying a bunch of mean comments, and we don't need that today. So let's just keep moving on with our positivity. I don't mind constructive criticism, but if you're just going to be mean, you can leave. Am I right or am I right? Okay. Next, now we're going to take a second to reflect. So in this ideal day, reflect and on the first bit. So from what we've written down so far, why is this vision meaningful to you? So let's think for a second. Oh, let's look at our list and think, why is this vision meaningful to you? I think all of these things are meaningful to me because I care so deeply about developing myself year after year, month after month, whatever. My perfect day is spent with my grandson. Yes, he loves you very much. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Sorry, I try not to read the comments because it gets me off track. I'll read them periodically, but this stuff matters to me so much because it's literally every single aspect of my life, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally, socially. That's all that a person is, right? Like there's nothing more to us other than those 5 things. And developing ourselves every single day is important, right? And if you're not trying to develop yourself every single day, and I'm not saying that you have to like sit and journal every single day. I'm not saying that you have to sit and work out every single day. I'm not saying that it has to be that. I'm saying that we need to develop ourselves as people so that we can be more, for me, more understanding, have more patience, because those types of things, they matter to me personally. Because I always think that every single person can be better, no matter who we are. I think every single day we can be better than yesterday. That's all that we strive for, right? Let's move on. So bullet point number 1, done. Bullet point number 2, set intentions, not just goals. Goals is a very overused word for me. I need to come up with a better word for it. So differentiate between goals, measurable, and intentions, which is value driven. So let's write that down. Goals equals measurable, and intentions equals values driven. Okay. So an example. Okay, here's an example. Goal, work out 3 times a week. Okay, good goal. Intention, honor my body and build strength, right? However that looks, whatever your goals are, honor my body and build strength. So let's discuss why intentions create a deeper connection to action. So I think it is more important to focus on honoring your body and building strength. Focus more on that instead of work out 3 times a week. Why is that? This is kind of why I have why I have built a community that is based off of, it is best for your mentality or mental health to do these things every single day, right? Like work out, eat healthy, meditate every day, journal every day. These things are just good for you, right? And it is because it makes you a mentally tough person. It builds perseverance. It strengthens you physically and mentally. I think something like honor my body and build strength is the intention that you should set first. And then you should make a goal based off of that. So yes, you want to honor your body and build strength. Okay, how do you want to do that? Well, I want to work out 3 times a week. Okay, well, that's good. But what if you worked out every day? What if we made it a daily habit to work out? Instead of just, okay, I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. I'm not saying that's a bad goal. I'm saying, what if you worked out, instead of doing those hour and a half workouts 3 times a week, what if you worked out for 20 or 30 minutes a day? Because consistency is key, right? Consistency is more important than, what's the word I'm looking for? I say it all the time. Oh my gosh. Not duration. Consistency is more important than, oh man, I'm blanking. No. Does anyone in my brain right now? Anyone? No. Intensity. There it is. Intensity. Consistency over intensity. I knew it started with an I. Sorry, you guys. Consistency over intensity. Intensity. I saw the word intentions. Let's write that down. Consistency over, oh my God, I just spaced on the word again. What is wrong with me? Intensity. This is why I have to write things down because I won't remember it. Okay. It is more important for us to be more consistent than to go super effing hard on a workout 3 times a week. Why is that? Because it creates daily habits. And if we create beautiful daily habits, then we will build an overall better self, right? I feel very zen, very, very zen talking this way. So let's break down these habits. I want to address why habits take time to change, okay? So you cannot create a healthy lifestyle if you go from not working out at all to if you just work out 3 times, period, like in whatever amount of time. If those 3 workouts, right, or the meals that you eat that are really good for 1 week are not going to outweigh the multiple years of you eating crap, right? Just the same as if you eat healthy all the time, if you eat bad for 1 week, that's also not going to outweigh all of the healthy choices that you've made previously. That's why I always say when you are at home, you have nothing but good things in your home, right? You have all the junk, no junk food, none of that. Take it out of the house. Throw it away. Don't care what you do with it. Burn it. Donate it. Donate it. That would probably be better. Because it matters, because we are home most, right? Or if you're at work, you're bringing things from home. If you're eating stuff from your house 80% of the time and the other 20% is going out to eat, all of a sudden going out to eat doesn't matter as much if you have something bad, right? It's because that consistency is there. Although the 20% might make you feel like crap for a day or two, I'm just saying, if you have healthy things built out throughout your week, nothing but healthy things from your house, it's going to outweigh it. Anybody else with me on that one? Anyone else? And that's why, what was I saying? Addressing why habits take time to change. It does take a lot of consistency to change any habit. So if we're talking about workouts, if you are consistent every single day and do a workout every single day, 20 to 30 minutes, even if it's a 5-minute workout, if it's a 5-minute workout, that's where you need to start, do the effing 5-minute workout, wherever you need to start. I started back from pregnancy. When I started back from having my son, I just started going for a walk. It was 30 minutes every single day. That's how I started. Is that what did I feel like that was a workout? No, I didn't. I thought that I was like being a chump, kind of. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt like I was like, it doesn't really feel like a lot, but I'll do it. But because I did it every single day, it built the habit to where, like, now, if I miss a workout, I'm like, I feel off and I don't like it, because doing a workout puts me in a better mood. I don't know about you. It puts me in a better mood and it gets me in the right state of mind for my day. Yes, meal prep helps for sure. We all love good meal prep, but building those habits like meal prepping. Meal prepping is a good way to build a habit of healthy eating. Meal prepping is a great way to, if you go to a 9 to 5 job, that's a great way to be able to bring your lunch every day. Or when you get off from work, if you need something quick, meal prep. Meal prep is a great way to start to build that healthy habit and to continue the healthy habit. Things like meditating every single day. I know, like, some people think that meditation is like kind of woo woo or whatever, but like I mean, I kind of thought that as well, but when I actually started to do it consistently every single day, 5 to 10 minutes of meditation, it's not a lot of time. It's very little time out of your day. But when I started to do it, like, it just helps me clear my brain. Because I don't know about you, but my brain is like thinking all of these things all the time, and I cannot keep up with it. And if I just take 5 to 10 minutes, I usually do it after my workout, but whenever, 5 to 10 minutes out of my day that I just like sit and breathe very deeply, it's the best. And you suck at it at first. You really do. And it takes a while to develop whatever meditation looks like to you, because it's different to everyone, right? Meditation for me might literally just be me sitting in silence. That's it. And just like trying not to think of anything, like just a clearing mind meditation, trying not to think of anything. But for other people, they like guided meditations. For other people, they like to just think through their day, like what's coming up in their day, so they can kind of mentally prepare for things. Whatever works for you, whatever you find that you need for that day, do it. You can try different things. I always say try different things. If you don't want to work out, it sounds like you don't love your workout. Find a workout that you love. If you don't love meditating, find one that you love. Just keep trying things until you find something that sticks. It's throwing spaghetti noodles at a wall, right? Eventually, it'll stick. Next, I'm talking a lot. It's weird doing all the talking and not like getting feedback. Like someone else talking back to me. Anyway, what's next? I wrote down this quote. I also have my notes over here. I wrote down this quote: habits are built over years and won't change overnight. I'm going to say it again. Habits are built over years and won't change overnight. This is why I don't like the New Year, New Me resolution things. I'm on YouTube, but I don't give a shh. If it's January 1st, I don't give a shh. If it's March 1st, I don't care. Because you set the intention to just like, on this day, all of a sudden, I'm going to be able to have all of my together, and I'm going to be able to work out every single day and eat healthy all the time and do all of these things. Sweetie, that's not going to last. Like, if you just cut everything cold turkey, it's not going to last. That's why I love to prepare for things. So I like to make lists. I'm a list person, right? I love to make, if I want to start meal prepping, okay, let's do a grocery list. I love that quote too, right? If I want to start building better routines, what do? I write down what's my morning routine every single day and make sure that I check off. I even have a routine app. It's called Me Plus, ME Plus. And I love like the little plus symbol. I love that app. That's how I keep up with my morning routine to make sure that everything gets done. Write it down if you need to. Morning and evening routine gets done on there. I used to set certain times to have it done. Doesn't work for me. I'm better if I just go through and check off things throughout the day as I get them done. So that's a little tip. Discuss why intentions create a deeper connection to actions. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Why intentions create a deeper connection to actions. So we love making promises to ourselves, right? And we a lot of the times we'll break those promises. And that's what I try to get people out of the habit of, is breaking those promises. Because when you make a promise to a friend, that's a promise of like, hey, I'm really going to do this. And they're relying on you to do that promise. But when you start breaking a lot of promises to yourself, it's like, who are you disappointing here? Yourself. But is it going to matter? Does it matter that you disappoint yourself? I don't know. Are you going to like sit there and loathe on it all day? Or are we going to get our together and get going? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think people break promises to themselves far too easy. And it's because we have a lifetime of habits doing it. We're talking about habits today, right? That's a habit that a lot of people have, is constantly breaking promises to yourself. Oh, I'm gonna start eating healthy on Monday. Who hasn't said that? Who hasn't said that to themselves? Like, ever. Everyone says that to themselves at some point in time, right? And the new year, new me thing. I'm going to start January 1st. I'm going to start going to the gym and I'm going to start eating healthy. How long does it last? I'm going to tell you, I used to work in a gym. And people would come in the week before Jan 1 and they would get all signed up for their memberships. And they start coming. You see a big influx of people in the gym, right? And then a week goes by, a few people die off. Another week goes by, more people die off. And then for some reason, we'd always get a random spike on February 1st. I don't know why that was, but the point was, by the end of March, the gym was back to normal and nothing had changed. And it's because people break the promises to themselves and they just kind of live the rest of the year being okay with it. I don't know. There's a fine line between giving yourself grace and being hard on yourself. You know, there's a very fine line between it, of like accepting that you did that thing, but also like kind of giving yourself a kick in the butt, like, I should have done better. And what do? We set new intentions of, this is what I'm going to do. This is my intention. We are going to have, if you want to do a certain start date, you can do that, or you can just go until you feel like you're ready. It's up to you, but make the promises and keep them to yourself. I need some water. Anyone else? Let's drink some water together. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Next. Let's see. Where was I? What's one small habit you can build today to move towards your vision? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one from my notes. I came prepared today, you guys. Deep, profound questions. I want to take a second to jot down some ideas. It doesn't have to be like, this is my one, done. You can jot down a bunch of ideas for this one and then pick your favorite, okay? So I'm going to read it one more time. What's one small habit you can build today to move toward your vision? And by vision, I mean seeing yourself a year from now. December 28th, 2025 version of you. What is one small habit you can build today to move towards that vision? I'm going to bump music. And here we go. Did we get anything? Anything? I got a couple. I never know if I give you enough time. I just go until like I feel like I'm good, you know? If you need more time, I apologize. Always come back to it after we're done here. So I wrote down two things. What's one small habit you can build today to move towards your vision? The vision being yourself a year from now. So I went back to the beginning where we wrote down physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally, and socially. How you want to envision your future self a year from now. I went back to that. And I was really vibing with the emotional piece of the less anger, more patience and understanding, specifically with my toddler. So I wrote down, breathe and step back when emotions are heightened. So just to be able to give myself a little bit of space if he's pushing my patience a little bit. Because at the end of the day, does my 2-year-old understand when I am frustrated and when I'm angry? Does he understand that? Or does he just see that like, oh, there's something wrong with mom and I'm not sure how to react? All that he knows is whether he is getting attention or not getting attention. And he understands when he gets rewards. Those are the things that he understands. He doesn't understand emotions yet. We understand emotion to a point. But he doesn't understand emotions and how I am processing them. So I want to make a point to, if he is pushing me because he's a toddler and loves to push, take a step back and breathe when I get angry. And I think that that will help the situation, because then I can think about, okay, what needs to be done in the situation? Do we need to take away fun? Do we need to bring him out of fun? Do we need to redirect? I think those are my 3 things that I would like to hit. And I'm going to actually write that down. I'm going to write down, take away fun, take him out of fun, just because it helps me remember. And redirect. I think those are great ways to go about it. And then my other one was to text 2 friends. I said in the social one earlier to nurture friendships. And I think today I will text 2 friends to nurture those friendships. Telling myself, I can do this. I can achieve the best version of myself. And you can. Everyone can. Everyone is capable. It's a matter of if you are willing to do what it takes to do that. And I think you can specifically. I think everyone else can. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, I had a suggestion on that one. Suggest starting with a 1% improvement daily or weekly. So when we're talking about improvements, do it in a 1% type of thing. And so it makes it seem smaller and more achievable. So something like when I'm talking about my breathe and take a step back when emotions are heightened. Think about improving on that by 1% every day or every week, just by 1%. If we can improve by 1%, then that will build over time. It will compound to where we just, there's 365 days in a year. We can improve ourselves, even if it takes a year. Start the habits now so that by the end of next year, you'll be a completely different person. You'll be like a caterpillar emerging from the cocoon. You know what I mean? Okay, moving on. Okay, next up, let's do a couple more here because we're almost at an hour. Fitness and health goals. Okay, here's a question for you. What does a healthy version of you feel like? Not just look like, feel like. Do you feel energized, confident, strong, mobile? What do you feel like? Let me read it one more time and then we're going to journal on that. What does a healthy version of you feel like? Not just look like. Do you feel energized, confident, strong, mobile? List anything. So picture yourself a year from now. Not talking about necessarily looks. How do you feel? Okay? Ready, set, go. Okay, we're gonna come out for 1 second. Going off of that same thing, I just want to take a second to emphasize building habits around movement and nourishment rather than restriction and punishment. Okay, let me say that again. I want to emphasize building habits around movement and nourishment rather than restriction or punishment. There should not be there shouldn't be a lot of restrictions in your diet, I don't think. Unless you have stifling goals, like these big massive goals. You want to be a bodybuilder, you've got big goals, yeah, you need a lot of restriction. Otherwise, if we're just trying to build a better lifestyle around here, we don't need to be that strict. We know what is crap food, we know what is junk food. We need to just kind of, I don't know. For me, I have built these habits over such a long period of time at this point that it's like not really a question for me, if that makes any sense. Like it's not a question as to whether I'm going to be eating McDonald's today or not. It's just not. I don't want it. I'm to the point where I've built so much consistency that I physically don't want it. I don't want the fried food. And that's coming from a southern girl. I don't want the fried food. I don't want it. It doesn't sound appealing to me. Even like a cake, right? Like I ate a slice of really delicious angel food cake with some sort of custard. I don't know what it was. I ate something over Christmas and it was delicious. Do I need it again? No. I just wanted to try because I'd never seen anything like it. I was like, sure. Yeah, and it was delicious. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't need it in my everyday life. Do you know what I mean? Like there are exceptions. You can make exceptions here and there for, special occasions or what have you, or just to try something new. Like I have never minded trying something new, even if it is, sugar loaded or whatever. It's all about that balance of like, do you actually want it? Because I don't want it. And it's not just because I have a healthy lifestyle or I think I'm like holier than thou or whatever. It's because I have been so consistent that I physically do not want it. I don't know what to tell you. It's just a lot of consistency, you guys, and a lot of time. Um, and then here's another prompt. We'll come back to what we did before, but I just wanted to add to it. What fitness milestone would make you proud this year? What fitness milestone would make you proud this year? Let's journal about that for a second. And you can write multiple and then pick the best one. All right, we're going to start to move a little bit faster because we're almost an hour in and there's still a bunch of ones that I have on here to get through. So, going back to what we were talking about before, what does a healthy version of you feel like, not just look like? energized, confident, strong, mobile, those types of things. I'll just tell you a couple that I wrote down. Positive. Positive is when I feel very positive. The person a year from now feels more positive. That's kind of leaning towards that not jumping to anger, more patience and understanding thing. And then I also just wrote down an abundance of patience because I know I can do better. That's the thing, is that I know that I haven't been patient enough, and I know that I can do better. That's my thing. So that's just a couple for me. And then you have your fitness milestone that would make you proud. I'm not going to share mine. We need to move a little bit faster. Okay, let's go through these next ones a little bit faster because we're almost at an hour. So lifestyle manifestation. Discuss the importance of holistic well-being. Oh, do we just skip that? It's... I feel like this is like a part 2. I must feel like we need to do a part 2 because this has been pretty long so far. I feel like we kind of need to do a part 2. Anyone else? Because I still like, I'm only on number 5 here, and there are 8. So I might just need to stop it here because we've only got like another, like 5 minutes out of our hour or something. Yeah, I think we're going to pause here and do a part 2, I think is what we're going to do because we are just about out of time. I wanted to leave space for you guys to ask questions as well. So I'll give you a few minutes to ask some questions if you want. Make any comments as long as they're positive. Yeah, just say anything you want. I just want to say hi and thank you to everyone that's been watching. I appreciate you being here. If you're on here, and I was supposed to be on TikTok, I apologize. I was indeed supposed to be on TikTok, but getting onto a live on there was a bit of the process that I was not prepared for. So yes, I will do a part 2. I want to be able to sit in the crazy bee shape. She's talking about teaser pose. That's what you're talking about. Just so people aren't left out. She wants to be able to do, oh, I've never done it in a rolly chair before. That guy. She wants to do that guy. We can work on that, Tracy. We can work on it. It takes a lot of core strength and flexibility. Anyone else? Any comments to make? I really enjoyed this with you guys. I enjoyed like doing a live journaling session. I really liked it. Show off. I mean, I have to show the girlies what I'm talking about. You asked for it, so. Yeah, we're talking in part 2. We'll talk more about a little bit more manifestation and like all or nothing mindset, that kind of stuff. Overcoming the all or nothing mindset. That's what I should say. Anyone else? Okay. I just want to remind you guys that progress takes time, but each step forward is a win. So I want you guys to celebrate even the small little wins. Big or small, it doesn't matter. A win is a win. So celebrate them. Celebrate yourself. Don't forget to also reflect. When you're reflecting on things that you've done wrong, don't forget to reflect on things that you've done right as well, because you should reflect on that as well. Anything else? If you're starting something, make sure, thank you. If you're starting something, make sure that you have an accountability friend, whether it's family, community, a friend, whoever it is. Tell them if you're going to start something so that they can hold you accountable for it. And hopefully they can do it in a loving way. Or me, I'll be your accountability partner. I do that with a lot of people. Thank you so much for your time. And time to reflect on themselves, on yourself, and on your goals. Thank you for taking the time with me. I appreciate you guys being here. I will do a part 2. I will announce that probably like next Saturday, and we'll do it in a couple weeks. How's that sound? Sound good? Once the new year has started, now that we've talked about what we want to what we want the next year to look like. Maybe go back and reflect a little bit this evening. Reflect on what you wrote. Maybe add to it if you want. I will also do that as well. Do a little reflection time. Thank you again so much for being here, and we'll talk soon. Okay, bye.